about a little dog. So has Tony got a little dog at the moment, or did she lose a dog? There's a dog in spirit with them that they're telling me about. So we just write down and tell about the dog. Even when she was little, when she was growing up, there's a little dog they're talking about. Okay? So if you can pass that on for me, I feel be really happy because I've made a point of coming tonight. Is that alright? You don't mind doing that? No. Right, okay. Right. I know that's alright, if you ask us really, that's fine. Right, we're moving on now. If somebody comes, you see, it will definitely belong to somebody. The other thing that I need you to bear in mind is if you don't know the person we're talking about, it doesn't mean to say that you might not be asked to pass that message on to somebody else. And that means you being an earth angel, meaning you can help somebody down here, okay? Right, I've got a gentleman now and he's talking to me about a huge big cement mixer. Okay, so there's some sort of building going on, and I don't want to mean a little bit of a wall or whatever. Somebody's having some major building going on, okay, because I can see, what's that thing? You know the thing that goes round? Cement mixer. Yeah, one of them. I can see one of them, and we're having more than an extension, okay? So who here at the moment is having some building work done? I mean, it's a lot of building work, it's not a little bit. Nobody? Good. Judith? Jackie? My brothers? Has he got one of them? Has he got, I mean, look, it's a huge big building. This is not putting a wall on something, it's like he's building something. Good, okay, fine. We're over there then, Sharon. Right, okay. You're going to have to pass it between the two of you. Right. Judith, can I have your ring, please? We're going to share a message here, by the way, people, aren't we? Right. Dad, husband, Dad. He's shaking his head a little bit, and he's shaking his head a little bit because he's talking about his son. He's talking about Rob, I presume. There's more than one son, isn't there? There's more than one son, but it's the son that's doing the building with the cement mixer, and he's sort of shaking his head like that because he really wants to make amends. Okay? Meaning that Dad really knows that his son as well wants to make amends. There's some sort of bringing together, okay? And the reason he's showing me, you know, the cement mixer, that as well is not just, it is literal, because we know there's building going on, but he's talking about the reconciliation and, you know, we cement put things back together, so it's actually the symbolism of it as well. Now, he's talking about age 46. Now, how old is your brother?
45.
Somebody's 46. Which one of the siblings is 46?
Mom's 47.
46! Sorry, I'm not shouting at you. 46 is saying. So Rob's not 46?
No.
He's approaching 46, isn't he? He's 49.
No, that's
There's a lot of children. Which one's 46?
well, not really the side.
Okay, so it's Rob 45.
68.
I'm a 68, I'm a 44.
Stephen's 40.
46, right. Okay, the girl's going to write down for you, okay? Dad's saying age 46 is really important, okay? So he's talking about Rob and he's talking about age 46, okay? That means that it might even take that period of 2 years for this to be resolved. This is a long, ongoing thing, okay? They're saying Dad hasn't been gone that long, so I'm getting 2 to 3. Has Dad been gone 2 to 3 years? 6. Okay, now 2 to 3 years he's saying is important. Did somebody pass 2 to 3 years ago? 2 to 3 years is important. For Rob, whatever's going on, he's going to take this period of 2 years to sort of settle down. Because at age 46 is important. What's going to happen at 46, here's a big word, is there's going to be, for him, in his life, like an epiphany. Don't even know what that means. A breakthrough, okay? Something's going to happen and he's going to look at things differently, okay? And Dad's really pleased about that because Dad wants to be close to him and Dad is close around him, but there's this barrier. Okay? So specifically come through tonight to talk about that. Okay? He wants to bring love to you and to you. Oh, we've got to come to you. That's so funny. Right, well, we're going to come to you because it's all about, sorry, am I allowed to use it? Okay, I'm just going to say it, okay? I'm sure you won't be offended. You're right, he's talking about... Shall I say? He's talking about Bridezilla, okay? Sorry. He's talking about the wedding. He doesn't mean it horrible. He's saying it in a funny way, okay? He's gone, it's like, it's a frenzy, it's frantic, it's just like, you're in bed at night, and there's tossing and turning, and the covers are going everywhere, and I don't know what you're thinking about, cupcakes, and this, and favours, and there's all sorts going on, okay? And that's why he said Bridezilla. Dad's not saying that in a horrible way. He's saying, will you tell her I've done my best to help, you know, I've told her to write down a list and whatever. He said, and she's lying in bed, and when we lie in bed, we're all meant to be sleeping, but we actually, what we call astral travel, we like float off, okay? So, Jackie's obviously here in bed, and there's like, if you can imagine, cupcakes floating over here, and there's banners and streamers, and the favours for the bridesmaids over here. Have you bought the favours for the bridesmaids? Have you bought the presents for them? Have you done it, yes or no? Well, you know you haven't done it, I'll tell you.
I haven't looked at favours at all, not presents.
No, I know, he's telling you. He's saying, okay, sorry, this is something getting told off here. Dad's going, right, I've told you to write a list. I know about the favours and the cupcakes and whatever. What about the presents for the bridesmaid? So, Dad's got the list, okay, and he's really saying, would you like to kindly follow the list? Okay, so if you go to bed, and before you go to bed, you write down on the list what you need doing, you're actually going to be able to get to sleep. Okay? And he said he'd rather that you were counting sheep, that's far more relaxing, than him looking down and all you can see is all this stuff. Sorry, all this stuff floating around. It's 5, there you go everybody, it's 5 weeks. Dad knows that. He's on a countdown. Have you already written, are you going to say a speech? Are you going to say something? I know traditionally the man and the best man, are you going to say something?
I'm not.
Okay. He's mentioned in the speech, have you gone over the speech that somebody's written a speech and they've already put him in it?
I don't know what, I know there's a
Well, I'm telling you, because Dad is up there. Remember when they're up there, they see all, okay? Dad's already written in thought into the speech, okay? And he's saying, please know that when that happens, he's going to be stood right behind your right shoulder, okay? And you're, and also, are you having cupcakes? Sorry.
I was twin.
No, listen, I know that because they're floating off. You're sleeping and there's like flying cupcakes. Apparently, you might even be settling on having a cake that is going to come like that because he's saying that he's going to put his hand over your hand when you put in the cake. And I've just said to him, how could you put the cake if they're cupcakes? So just wait and see, because I think something might happen where the cupcakes are going out the window, okay? We should have a list. And he's saying he's going to be there when he's mentioned in the speech, he's going to be there all of the time. There's going to come a point where you're going to be cutting the cake and Dad's hand's going to go over yours and you're going to feel that. Okay? And he wants you to feel that. In fact, he wants you to know exactly which point in the day so that you don't lose it. Okay? But you will, because he wants you to know that he's definitely going to be there and there's no way that he's not going to share in that. Is that okay? Judith? The robin in the garden, are you still feeding the birds?
Oh, yeah.
Good. Please swear it. And your hat, have you got a hat? The wedding. Have you got a hat? Are you going to wear a hat? He's talking about a hat. Sorry, I'm just telling you, he's talking about a hat. You haven't picked a hat. Let me tell you what's going to happen. He's telling me, this is this lady's husband, by the way. The hat's going to come first, the rest will follow. Okay? God bless, we'll leave you with that. I do see you up there. Out the corner of my eye. No, sorry, no. Did you see how diplomatic I was then? It took me a while, you know. Can anybody take the name Pearl? No? We're not going to do another one of these, are we? I know that I'm getting it right. Right, Pearl. Let me get some more information off this lady. Please don't say I've got to start knitting. Okay, yes. I have got to start knitting. I don't know how to do that. Right, knit one, purl one, knitting. Knit one, purl one's knitting, isn't it? It's not crocheting. I've got knit one, purl one. She's doing knitting. This is a grandmother who's doing knitting. Actually, she's knitting because there's a baby that's expected in the. Oh, please don't tell me. The baby. It's you. Knitting. I've got knitting. Knitting. Well, no, I'm going that way. I'm not. Yeah, no, I know where I am. Right. Knitting. Nan is knitting. You haven't got nothing for this one. Get that. Are you mom? Okay. Is this your mom? This is your mom, isn't it? Yeah, it is your mom. I'm telling you, she's telling me. Right. She's saying April time is important. So whose birthday or whatever is in April? Somebody's birthday is in April. April's important. Does she pass now? Yeah, fine. Yeah, fine. Okay. Right, okay. You need to start right. Nikki, fast. Okay. Right, I've got a sister, April, here. I've got Nan, and Nan is your mum, so this is Mum's mum, okay, who's knitting. So did she knit? I'm not going to knit one per one, I'm not knitting. Right, she's knitting booties. Don't ask me what colour the booties are. Whatever you say, knitting booties, what colour of booties? We already had this discussion, okay. She's not telling me the colour of booties. You know what? The colour of the booties, that she's knitting are lemon or white. If you like, you can have lime, but you're not having blue or pink, because she won't tell you. And that's your own fault, she said, for trying to ask. So, you were given the chance and you didn't take it, so what can you say about that?
Yeah.
Right, somebody's just won some money as well on the lottery. Not a lot, you know, like maybe £10 or something like that. So, if you haven't had, you know, you just buy your lottery. Somebody needs to buy a lottery ticket, it's not going to be a lot, but you're going to win something. It's going to be between £10 and £60. Okay? Did she smoke? Who smoked? Did the sister smoke? Hold on. Wait, because I've got 10 to 60 quid, I'm talking about the winnings, and then all of a sudden I'm going, oh, can I pack it back? Is that your dad? Is dad here? No. Is there? Can you understand? I'm sorry, the voice. I'm not very good at voices. I could have a packet of. If Mum won some money straight away, he'd say, well, I can have that then, can't I? And he's talking about his cigarettes. Okay, that he wants to have a cigarette. He's also saying to me that you've stood, he's talking about 16 years. How many years has Dad been gone? Sorry to do that. 10. Right, what about the other two ladies? They're talking about 16 years. Remember, we've got Mum's sister, and we've got Dad. 16 years is important. Somebody would write it down, Nikki. Somebody passed in the family 16 years ago, okay? That's important. Right, and they're also talking about somebody called Flo, Mum's name is Florence. Sorry. No, I've just laughed because she's gone Florence. I'm going, Florence. And I'm hearing it like this, and I'm going, and then she just showed me an image of, Florence off Magic Rainbow. I'm not laughing at you. Just to make sure I get it right. Oh, okay, bless them. Right, Dad has spent some time with you. I don't know whether you specifically tried talking to Dad? Or, okay, Dad as well is saying one of you has smelt some cigarette smoke or whatever, and it's him. Which one of you smelt that? You sort of that's his
cigarette smell.
Well, I'm letting you know because you know what he's talking about, and he's just confirming. The reason we do this for all of you that are listening is if you want to know whether your loved ones are about you, they give you signs, and I'm telling you now, the smell that you had about the smoke was him, so he's just confirming. So you know when he's around now, if you smell smoke, you know that, okay? Your mum, on the other hand,